to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Fresno State's offense will get the first crack at it here. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So Stanford's offense will get the ball for the first time. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, attach it. Pocket breaking down. Got room to work. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then better job forcing a turnover.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Finding an escape route.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wideout. On the move, it's Duggan. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
He's got it on the right. Brings into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnover.
He's got it on the right. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Catch in the middle, it's Rhodes. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the board.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. inside the 25. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
I love the jet sweep call. They're close to the goal line because it's a bang-bang play. He's in motion. The quarterback gets the ball right away, hands it off, and there's just too many things happening too quickly for the defense to be able to find the football, and they're able to run it in for the score.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's up. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
If the defense plays the jet sweep like this the rest of the game, I'm going to call a lot of it. Completely unprepared. They outflank the defense right away, get it on the perimeter, good blocking, and he says, look at this speed, takes it all the way to the crib.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Down Cardinal.
Offense creates the huge, explosive play. Listen, it's not tricky, but the problem is when this guy comes in motion, he takes the football and he has that kind of gas, those kind of wheels. Look at the angles, man. He just erases angles. He makes the defense look silly and takes it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Under fire, using his legs to buy some time. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The give. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Hatchett. Finds his big tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The pull and throw off the RPO. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. They'll try the run. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Fresno State will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Scanning the field is Hatchett. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Inside the 35. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Here's the handoff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Look out, he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Spillman. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man down the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Stanford quickly to the line.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws to the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't...
Got room on the return. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
That's caught. It's Slater. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hauls it in. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get 1 more snap off. Back to pass, it's Hatchett. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
try to get the first through the air. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Rides to back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Duggan. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Hatchett. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Thomas. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Past the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here comes the option. The pitch. Across the 25. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. The give to the left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He might want another play. They'll throw on third and short. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Makes the grab. It's Rhodes. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Going to the ground. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Looking to throw, it's Hatchett. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. They'll leave it with him. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with fourth and short. They're about 2 yards away. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Hatchett. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Give to the fullback. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like, they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He'll set up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now on 2nd and goal. Here we go. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Sneak gets it done.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal, going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hatchett. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Bulldog. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete on the right side. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Bulldogs are on the move. Leaves it with the running back. Jukes his way for more.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. A little screen to the running back. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the new kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Now the play fake. On target. Oh, he's got some space. Creates a little room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Back to throw, it's Adams. He's got the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now on 1st down from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but they Couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Stanford now has it in the red zone. Quick completion to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Max looking for the goal line. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10.
42, Spider.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. And it's no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.